We're back here talking with a good friend and a great writer, Mr. John D. Loudermilk, and it's always amazing to me the amount of songs you've written and the great songs that people I'm sure are not aware about. And just to mention a few for everybody who might not know, Mr. Loudermilk here is the creator of such things as Abilene, Waterloo, Indian Reservation, Talk Back Trembling Lips, and Then You Can Tell Her Goodbye.
Yeah.
Any more of that?
Break My Mind.
Break My Mind.
Yeah.
And
Rose and the Baby Ruth.
Rose and the Baby Ruth, the theme song for the Irish Republican Army.
Yeah, I
What
Want to
is that?
Live. Well, they took it. The song was called I Want to Live, and they took it up and started singing it with their flags and everything.
That must have been amazing.
But the only thing about it, they didn't pay me.
Well, we'll find your publisher in Ireland and find out what's going on. And the other thing that I was going to ask you about too was in the old days there, weren't you originally in the Salvation Army band? Was that your first band? What did you play in the Salvation Army?
I played
band?
all the brass instruments plus bass drum.
Which Salvation Army band was this?
This Durham, North Carolina.
In Durham, North Carolina.
Yeah, and I played that bass drum till a drunk barfed on it one night on the side of the street. They were all kneeling around it praying, and this drunk had an accident with my bass drum.
I worked bars in Louisiana like that.
I know.
Places where you walk in the bar, you look up, and there's chicken wire in front of the bandstand, and they say, "What's that for?" And the owner says, "You'll find out."
That's right. And one bounces off.
But I didn't think, were there any rougher times? And the Salvation Army seems like nobody would mess with you in there.
Oh, no, this was on the street corner during open air they used to have, yeah.
Oh, right.
Yeah. But I got all my musical training from my mother, as far as strings are concerned, and the Salvation Army as far as brass is concerned.
Is that why you haven't really worked with the band ever since?
Well, I've had bad experiences with bands because I don't follow them.
That would
You know
be
what
a
I'm
bad
talking about? You
experience.
work out an arrangement, and then I change it right in front of them, and it's very difficult to work with me.
Yeah, Mr. Loudermilk told me, he said working with a one-man show now, he said his drummer still keeps running away. So I didn't know. I've got several of those once. I had a band once, and the drummer literally ran away in the middle of the set. I said, "Where is our drummer?" He said, "Well, he left." So I said, "Well, tell him not to come back."
Yeah, Red Lane did that to Merle Haggard one time.
Really?
Yeah. Merle he went out in the dark, and he was to hit a lick, and then Red was to take off and do an intro. He went out and hit it, and Red wasn't there. Red just split. He wasn't there.
What do we know in G now?
That's right.
Our next guest, I know, is a good friend of all of ours. As we were talking about, we worked years ago here in Nashville at a Don Light coffee house where it was Mr. Loudermilk, myself, and this young lady who's been described as a cross between Lauren Bacall and Huckleberry Finn. I've had the pleasure of writing with her now. I just call her Kay Pasa, but please welcome Miss Marshall Chapman.